Hey everyone, this is Dave with 3xpmarketing.com. Want to show you today how we test a offer to see if it, or the proper way to test an offer to see if it has legs so that we can develop it further with upsells, downsells, email sequences, all of those things on the back end. So what I see as one of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they spend a lot of time and money developing these huge funnel strategies, and they don't even really know if they have an offer that will convert. So what I always suggest and what we always do with our clients is we do a phase one where we kind of do a minimum viable funnel to test the offer itself, and we look for certain metrics to see if it's going to work before we spend the time and money on building out the back end. So here's a good example. This is a quiz funnel, which it's working really well right now especially with weight loss offers or nutrition, wellness, fitness. But I'm really, again, not talking about strategy right now. This just happens to be the funnel strategy that we're using here. I really want to show you how we test the offer. So the minimum viable funnel in this case was a quiz lander to get them to go to the quiz, to start the quiz. Then we have the quiz questions. Then we have the opt-in page to get the results. And then we drive them to a sales page, which of course has the checkout, and then the thank you page. So that was the minimum viable funnel that we created to test this offer. And really what we're looking at is how is this going to perform really mostly on the sales page. Okay, so obviously we're looking at leads here at this point, but mostly the sales page. Now the other thing is you can go direct to sales page, and I actually have another video that I'm going to be doing here shortly that shows a direct to sales page offer as well. But so you could even shorten this minimum viable funnel to sales page, checkout, thank you, depending on what you want to test and where the traffic is coming from. So this was our minimum viable funnel that we built, and then let me show you some results here. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the ad spend here. So we were testing this to cold traffic from Facebook, and you could see here's our campaign, and we ran this from August 24th to September 4th, so about 10 days. And you could see here we spent a little over $1,100, and that's going to be important when I show you the results and show you how the metrics that we look at here. You could see here quiz leads 335. Now, as a side note, that's really, really good. I mean, getting leads through a quiz, because remember, they've got to start the quiz, finish the quiz, actually give us their email at the end of it to be counted as a lead. So $3.35 per lead in the fitness, wellness, weight loss space is pretty crazy off of cold traffic. That's a really good result. But again, that's not really the point of this video, because we want to look further down and see what the sales results are, and then show you how what metrics we're looking for to know if we have something that's worth building onto. Okay, so now we're looking at the ClickFunnels results for that same time period, August 24th to September 4th. So we built this one in ClickFunnels, and you could see right here that the opt-in, the unique visits were 708, 489 started the quiz. We ended up getting 347 opt-ins. So again, when you look at the cost per lead plus the opt-in rate, which is 49%. So we're getting almost 50% of the visitors to actually go through a full quiz and give us their email, which is an incredible result, because I mean, even a 50% opt-in rate just on a lead magnet with an opt-in page and a form is really, really good. But considering that they actually have to start the quiz, go through it all, and then give us their email, we're still getting 50% at the end of the day. And then you could see here that we had 8 sales, and the gross sales was 1,030. So I'm not really going to get into the percentage. I mean, this is about a little over a 1% sales conversion rate to visitors on the page. That's really not as important. But the key metric that we look for when we're testing is that we want to get at least 60 cents on the dollar returned to see if we have something that is worth building out. Because if you can get above 60 cents on the dollar return with cold traffic to just the initial sales offer with no upsells, downsells, email sequences, you have something that has legs. Then it's worth building out, because when you do build all that out on the back end properly, then that's where those campaigns are going to be profitable. So 1,030 in gross sales. And then you could, the reason why I said the ad spend was important is on 1,130. So if you compare that, you're almost 1-to-1. You're about 91, 92 cents on the dollar. So to be almost even on that front end offer, and it's a $147 offer, so it's not super cheap, driving cold traffic right through there with no nurturing. That's an offer that is testing really, really well. And then especially considering we're getting leads in a very competitive, noisy niche at a little over $3 per lead. And we're getting 50% conversion there. So we know that that's very, very healthy in terms of the numbers. So now we have something that's worth building out on the back end with upsells, downsells, email sequences. But the main point is, do not build these huge funnels, whether it's yourself, your own team spending the time to do that, or especially if you're going to pay someone else to do that. Don't get into a big contract where you're paying all this money for these intricate funnels and these complicated strategies, and taking a lot of time and money to do that before you really test that core offer. Again, you're looking to be over 60 cents return on the dollar for cold traffic. If you can get to 1-to-1 or close to it, you're really rocking and rolling. So hopefully this helps, and it'll hopefully save you some time and money in the future.